That's the match.
Okay.
That's the match. So like here as well, I needed a 3 on the top and I had a 2. So I took out the 2. In this case, I took out the 1. Multiplied by 3 and divided by 3. Here I needed a 2, so I multiplied by 2 divided by 2. Here I need the 8 multiplied by 8 divided by 8. And they're all little tricks.
What's the problem with the second line down, S plus 5 over... What's
the problem about sending it back?
Yeah.
As it is. Like, you see say if you forget about the... Then, that's handy, that's just a cos 2t. Now, the s's are shifted, they have to be shifted all the same. This is s plus 4 and this is s plus 5. If they're both plus 4, off you go. That one's ready to go. This has to be manipulated into this form.
Just to have the two, have the top match the bottom.
Yeah, they have to both be shifted. All the s's have to be shifted. Now here there's only one s, so there's only one thing has to be shifted. Here there's 2, they both have to be shifted. Okay.
You see the very last point there?
Yeah.
Negative 3. Why did you multiply the top by 8? I know multiplying the top by 8 and the bottom by 8 is still...
I want them to match, so that's k squared and that's k, because it's a sign. 8 squared and 8. I went a bit faster on that one.
Is it negative 3 by k by your 8 values?
It's it's kind of
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I do.
And is the bottom line also multiplied by 8 as well? Like, is it?
I'll try again with that. Okay, so here you've got s plus 1 minus 3 divided by something. So you can do this bit divided by this, and then the minus 3 divided by this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could write it as minus 3 over s plus 1 squared plus 8 squared.
Yeah.
Right? Now I need that on top to be an 8, so this is multiplied by 3. If you multiply the bottom, it's divided.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to take out that 3. And what I need to do is I need to put an 8 here. But that's obviously multiplied by 8, so I also have to divide this by 8. And you see the way this is 3?
Yeah.
And now it's 3/8. So it's been divided by 8. Okay. So they're the little tricks that you have to do. The video's going right. Okay. Now this one has something that none of the others have. And that's all the ones I did up there were all 1s. 2s is nastier.
Sorry,
yeah.
Where did the 3 come from?
This 3?
No, down here. Very bottom. The last line you just did down there is on the board.
3. Oh, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. So I say s minus 2. That's s plus 1 minus 3. That's what I can. Okay. So here's the messy bit. The 2 basically is the problem, because if you're looking at these, the s is never multiplied by 2. So yeah, this one's definitely nasty. Another way as well. So this is what you might want to do. You might think something like this will work. I'll take out the 2. So this would be, say, maybe do something like this. I'm just going to write 2s divided by stuff on the bottom plus 1 divided by stuff on the bottom. The same stuff on the bottom, just for space. So it's tempting to split it up like that. Then bring the 2 out. And then this thing, but this is wrong.
Sorry, so after the equals there should have been a minus 3. Is that right?
I've divided it, so I got this divided by this and minus 3 divided by this. Now then there was some moving around, that 3 was there.
Split it out, okay.
Okay, so it's tempting to do this, but the top of this is wrong. No s plus 3. Now if you want, you can do a plus 3 minus 3, but it's just making things very long altogether. So what you're better off doing is just saying, look, the 2 is messing me up. So, like say you want to say this is a shifted cos, it's not. This is explained a little bit in the next line. So now there's no problem with the second term, it's a shifted half or half a shifted sine 2t. The first term looks like a shifted cos 2t, but it's not. I want to say that the first term is a shifted, shifting s plus 3, but it's not. That would have to be shifted above and below. So you got a problem there. So this is tricky. So, this isn't the way I would have done it. No, I'm going to do it slightly differently to this. I have slightly easier to this. Cup of tea soon.
Work soon, finish here.
Tea soon. Right. It's just, we're nearly there, right? So what we're going to do instead, we had the 2s plus 1. Ah shit, this is right. Take out the 2. The 2 is your problem. So take out your 2, and it'll be s plus a half. So there's the 2. If you multiply this in, 2 by s is 2s. 2 by a half is 1. So that'll give you the 2s plus 1. Now, what does this guy here look like?
Shifted sine.
Shifted cos, yeah. But what do you want on top? A plus 3. So you throw in a plus 3 and balance the books with a minus 3. Okay?
Why plus 3 is because below the line is...
Because below the line, they're all going to be shifted to s plus 3.
Oh, just to match the two of them, yeah.
Yeah. So now what you want to do is you just got a little bracket in here. And, well, I can't put a bracket on that one the way it is. So I've got a sum, and now I'm going to split these up. Now the 2 is multiplying both of them still. Well, I've got 2 by this one, so 2 by s plus 3 over this. I might get rid of that 2 here and instead give a bracket. They're both multiplied by 2. Now where the hell is the minus and the 5 over 2? Minus 3 plus a half?
2.5.
Nearly.
Or
Minus 2.5. So you have the minus 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Now, so what I'm going to do now is this is ready to go. This is 2 times the shifted cos. This is exactly a cos 2t, but the s shifted. Now this guy, what does the second term look like?
K, the sine.
Sine.
KT, yeah.
What's the k supposed to be?
2.
2. Now I've got a 5 over 2,
So
which shouldn't be there. So I take the 5 over 2 out.
Yeah.
And I can, now the way I conjured up a 2 here is this 2 is taken out of all of it. They're all multiplied by 2. So I'm going to multiply that 2 in there like that. There's slightly other ways of doing it. So take the 5 over 2 out, that's fine. This 2 I'm saying isn't here. And now it is going to be here because I'm going to multiply the 2 by that. It is there. And then the 2 by that. Well, multiplying that by 2, that's where that 2 comes from. On the top is multiplying, dividing, dividing. Now this is ready to go and this is ready to go. So after all that we can send it back. No.
Like, did you not? You didn't multiply the left-hand side by 2.
I didn't. I did. Well, here's the. So the 2 taken out. The 2 is multiplying both of them. Agreed. Now I'm keeping the 2 and splitting them up. Now the 2 is. There's no left hand and right side. Right? The 2 by that is there, and then the 2 by this. Like I could say something like this. 2 by that is 5. Take out the 5. Multiply by 2. Divide by 2. All these tricks. Okay. So the first one is 2. Now this guy here, what does this look like?
Sine.
Coefficient?
Oh, sorry.
Cos.
Yeah.
What's the k?
2.
2. So the first shift term says bring it back as normal and then multiply it by e to the minus at. What will the e to the minus at be here?
E to the negative 3, is it?
E to the negative 3t. Fix the constant minus 5 over 2. What does this look like? Sine, but shifted. So bring it back as normal. What's the k?
2.
2. and it's been shifted, so what do I multiply it by? E to the minus 3t. Okay. I'll give you a good break. 25 to, or no, it doesn't work. 20 to. Come back up.
Would it, sorry, I don't know, would it be worth just plowing on for another half hour recording? Will we get the rest of it or not? Or
Well, I'd rather go on. How do you feel? It might be fresh.
It's just everyone will be here till 10 o'clock and we're not coming back until 10 to or 20. I don't know if everyone agrees.
You'd rather plow on the whole half lane, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for that. I'm happy with that.
That's what
Yeah,
the lads are up for, that.
yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay.
So three
Very
minutes,
short.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to charge the battery, so that's out. Sorry about that, Brian. Yeah, he'll run out of battery here. He's alright. So, he's grand.
I'm Brian.
I'm going to skip that one for now. We might go back to that the next night because before quiz 3, and we'll go on to doing the fuller questions.
Lots of toast in there now.
We're not taking a break.
No toilet break. The fucking
Fuck,
back of the room.
Go on, a big cup of coffee right over there.
Give me a cup of coffee. Everything on.
If you want to grab something, listen, grab something, come back fast. Yeah, just grab something because I can't have people missing the next bit.
But would be anything to that level of the basics, the end product, I can understand it now. I didn't understand it the last time we finished that, but I didn't know like with the when you shift the theorem or but would you have to actually break up a question now come the exam time to have your values matching so as your shift is the same amount top line and below the line?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, now I have to just double check because we're going to go into the full questions. All this little section here was just sending back. There's 3 steps and a full question before that.
The 3s are matching, the 2s are matching. That's what he's saying, is it?
What do you mean there's 3 steps?
We're going to do that now to solve the full problem that we did. Yeah, we have. I think we've done the first 3 steps once. They're easier, and then this is the hardest bit. So I just have to. I know in the full question. So you do the first 3 steps. You're not going to have to do this. This is the hardest one. Okay.
And do you know for the final exam?
But you might.
How much of the final exam would be focused on
The last a lot. Similar to 2015, which is the paper we're going to do in week 13.
Are you chatting like out of the? I know it's 70% out of the overall mark. What are you chatting?
Yeah, I in my head I don't know. I'd say
Over half it?
35 to 45% of the 70%. I would say, off the top of my head.